G'day! Not only am I excited that today is our first video for the channel, but I'm also entering my second ever competition for warmachine on my mini factory. So I printed off the model, and to start with I'm going to use a red leather as the undercoat for the skin, applying my basic flesh over it, and then adding a green for a specific theme I am going for. So now it was time for the green, so I put grain in a paint tray, put some water to water it down to make it almost like a filter I'm applying over it, like a wash, just to kind of stain and tint the basic flesh, because I'm going for more of an underwater monster theme. And so making sure that I've covered all my edges and making an even color, I just went all over the model and just covered it in green, anything that was flesh. So after that, it's time to use the metal. So I'm using scale color, so it's just black metal is what the scale, the paint for scale is called. So now I'm going to go along all the little metal inserts into the skin, all the helmets, all different parts of metal. Now I'm going to start doing that. So now that's done, I'm using a copper brass type of color on the edges and all that to kind of make a contrast between the metals to make it kind of stand out a bit more. So pretty much I'm going to use all the belts and the edges of the helmet, some of the parts on his gloves I'm using, and the wire I want to use brass on, just as I said, to make a contrast, add some sort of different texture to the model. So now that that's done, the next part I'm going to do is pretty much, I'm going to use the blood technical, and I'm going around all the metal inserts and that to make it more like it's, I don't know how to explain it, just kind of because it's metal parts attached to the limbs, like that limb's being cut off type of thing. Like that's something like a mechanical part inserted into the body. So I wanted to go around adding blood onto the scars and blood all over the different components, like just around the edges where it touches the skin. So unlike my camera, putting a little bit of focus on detail can make the model pop. So what I'm going to do next is I'm adding some different type of washes, like the dirty down stuff of the, I'm trying to work out what you call it, but like a rust effect. There's one that starts with V, Vergus, I think it's called. Don't quote me, I'm terrible with names, I'm dyslexic, and all things is terrible. And I'm going to use that kind of to make it almost like a water stained metal. Thing I was going to do is using white ink. I'm going to airbrush it onto the faceplate because I want to make it almost like a glow effect coming out of it. I'm not very good at lighting, I will admit. It's something I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get used to the airbrush and trying to make my own paints like equivalent to the airbrush is a fucking nightmare. I've learned how to. But I'm starting to get the hang of it, so just doing little sprays. I'm just gonna work around the edges, focusing more on center, so that way I get the glow on the edges of the model, but the main focus is on the face. So now it's time for a sneaky peeky. So I do hope you enjoy it. No professional, this is a video diary, and here you go, the sneaky peeky. So I'm very thrilled how it came up. It came up way better than I was expecting it to. So now that the model's done, I'll be building a diorama that's going to go around the theme of this model underwater. So that's going to be my next project for this. I do hope you enjoy it, so don't forget to like and subscribe. This is like a video diary, and I do hope to improve and get better equipment, practice more so you know I actually paint on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Kakya.